Good morning once again, everyone. In the
Good
continuation
morning.
of our experience and preparedness series, today we have another company which is in manufacturing and manufacturing of electrical items. We have Wonder Mats with us, and his promoter, Mr. Yogesh Sahni, is with us. Mr. Yogesh Sahni, welcome to this small chat.
Good afternoon, Ji. Thank you for having me here.
And we also have Rachna with us. Rachna, welcome.
Thank you, Deepak, for having me on this series, and welcome, Mr. Yogesh Sahni.
Good morning, Rachna Ji. Good morning. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Same here.
So just to start with, Yogesh ji, as you know that we have been capturing the experiences and preparedness of various entrepreneurs, and this
Anji.
kind of a pandemic is unprecedented to all of us. So what is your feeling on this pandemic, Yogesh ji?
Well, very tough times for the industry. Something which, like you said, unprecedented, and also the fact that these things one cannot prepare for. So we've been hit very, very hard, and we are just hoping and praying that we get back on our feet very soon. We need a lot of support as small sector, in the sort of industry. And one of the things that we need support from the government at the moment is that they must come clear on what they expect the industry to do as far as the wages are concerned, because we have a large force, and by them issuing an order under the Disaster Management Act saying that you pay wages and don't retrench is easier said but very difficult done. Industries at our level cannot be expected to move on and get back on our feet if these are the sort of instructions coming from the government. They have to come back and say, clarify. A lot of time has gone. We would have expected much better from the government. We keep hearing Mr. Gadkari coming back every few days and building our morale, but the eventual thing is as and when we get some clarity. So that is the most important thing at the moment. That is where industry like ours is going to be very badly hit. I'm in touch with small associations at different levels. I'm also in touch with PhD, but very unfortunate that there is no clarity on this matter.
Yogesh ji, yes, there are a lot of clarity which everyone is seeking for, and definitely the difficult times are there. Now coming to your business specifically, you are in manufacturing of fans, okay, all kind
Yes,
of fans.
that's right.
And which is a manufacturing process, so you must be having a lot of people at your unit level and other administration staff and all that. So my first question is that as far as besides, I will come to the cash flows, but besides this, like the manpower and all, let's assume that you start operating in the next 1 month or so. So is there any challenges of the manpower you foresee?
Yes, at the moment, manpower, a large amount of manpower seems to have gone back, migrated to their places, but manpower coming back is going to be a big challenge. And ours is a manpower related manufacturing process. We have quite automized it, but even then we need a large force. So going forward, how to get the manpower is one thing. What are going to be the wage structures which need to be worked out? How are we going to, a cost is going to become a very, very difficult thing. We've already been working on, bare minimum kind of margins with the sort of business we do. And now with this social distancing, which is well appreciated, suppose I was running a line with 55 or 60 people. I'm now, because of social distancing, having to run the line with 20 or 25 people. So my productivity will come down to 1/3. So I have to try and see how to meet my cost, because I've been selling at a fixed cost. So I hope I'm not badly hit, but from the way things are, we will have to totally restructure our entire business.
So you believe that the new normal in manufacturing is going to be different? So automation is what people are talking, the more use of the automation in the coming days. That is one probability. Second, you also foresee that your manufacturing lines may not be that productive even if you adopt the maximum automation. Is that right, Yogesh?
Yes, absolutely. As far as automation is concerned, you will be, we produce large volumes, and we are proud of the fact that before this, we are capable of producing a fan within 6 to 7, in the cycle of 6 to 7 seconds, it gets off the conveyor. So that's the sort of automation and, thing we had. But going forward, I don't know how we are going to manage that, whether it could be managed at the same level, whether we're reducing the number of people on the line, whether, I can get it off in 14 seconds, 20 seconds, or 25 seconds. All that cycle time will have to be reworked. At the present, we don't have too many people. We have just started with a skeleton force with some permissions from the government, and all those things will have to be reworked. We are in the process at the moment of doing maintenance and stock takings and things like that. People who are coming back also are facing problems. We have workers and staff who have come back but have been isolated or quarantined for 14 days. So that manpower to get back to us will also take some time. So we are, as you started off by saying, we are in very difficult times. And I hope it eases out, but I cannot see it easing out very quickly.
So, Yogesh, another thing that, assuming that like we all have to live on some assumptions, let's see that it fades out in next 1 month or so. The another challenge beside manpower is how you foresee the demand coming. As far as, the consumer interest, like what we observe, it has become much more discretionary than a non-discretionary. Although fan, what you manufacture, is like semi-discretionary, semi-non-discretionary. So how you foresee the demand in the coming months?
Let's put it like this, as far as our business is concerned, we were in the middle of a very good season. This is our peak season when we sell the maximum quantity, beginning, you can say, from sometimes in February to end of June. But with that sort of, those sort of times have been totally hit. Although this problem came up 15th of March, and we are now in the middle of, in the beginning of May. As I cannot foresee any immediate demand. Some of the material that we dispatched even in March has not reached its destination, is still either in transit or got to the godowns which have not opened up. Markets have not started moving. There is, even though the government declared that, fans and coolers are essential items, electrical shops can open, there is not much happening. There is no feedback. There is no, takeoff in the market as such so far. And so the buyers, a fan is almost an essential during these months, but even that essential buying is not there. As you said, it's become a semi-essential at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not, as far as we are concerned, I'm very worried. I do not think that any volumes or numbers can come in May. So if anything happens for sales also, I think it will only begin in June.
And Yogesh, any challenges you foresee on the supply side besides like demand and all? Supply side, how your supply side looks like?
Our supply chain is also very badly hit. We have, backup units, our suppliers, our vendors based, because our unit is in Roorkee. We have these vendors based in North India. Most of them are hit. Some of them have yet not opened. There are units in Delhi who have still not managed to open. There are units in Faridabad which are still not open. Units in Noida which are still not open. They've all kind of in the process of applying for permissions or getting their act together. But it's going to take some time before them to be able to start production. All of them may have some material in process because we were in the middle of a season. So, but they also have been badly hit. We've been in touch with our vendors. Some of them say that they don't even have 30% of the manpower at the moment. It will take a long time for things to get rolling again.
And finally, Yogesh, the main component of any business is the cash flows. So how you are managing the cash flows for the business for the continuity?
Well, this is my biggest worry. It's giving me sleepless nights. Cash flows is the biggest problem. we have very large buyers, but we are not getting our payments in time. Payments are all being delayed. They face a problem because they are not getting their payments. So it's a cycle which is broken. To put that into a roll again is going to take definitely some time. We are trying to get additional funds from the banks. Something was announced by the government where we could go in for 20% of our working capital limit. We've already asked for enhancement there. They have not come through so far, but we are hoping that it will work out in the next few days. So that is the only support we have got at the moment, but all our buyers are also wanting longer credit. So our chains are going to be very badly hit. Cash flow is going to be a major this thing. And coming back to where I started with the government having announced that we pay, wages without work. Where in the world does this happen? You see the economies all over, how people are working, what the governments have done for the industry. And what have we got here? It's sorry to say, but support to the small scale sector is zilch.
Rachna?
Yeah. Yogesh, we discussed so many challenges that as an entrepreneur you are facing, and otherwise also the fraternity is facing similar challenges, But I'm sure with the kind of experience that you have in the industry and the production line already in place and Wonder Fibromat's, capabilities in the electrical equipment manufacturing, what do you foresee as an opportunity for Wonder Fibromats post the lockdown, and how are you geared up to actually tap that opportunity and take this company to the higher levels of revenues, or what is your plan of action there, sir?
Our plan of action before we got into this problem was very clear. We are in the process of putting up a unit in Hyderabad, which was going to be supplying to the south. We had started construction. The construction is, if this had not happened, we would have got the possession by beginning of June. But now I think it's delayed by another 2 months. Besides, our cash flows are also hit, so that is going to take a hit also. We would have liked to start that unit sometimes in the first week of July, but now I can't see it happening till September. As far as growth plans, we were very looking forward to starting a new range of what is called the TPW, the table, pedestal, and wall in plastic, which was going to be, very few people in India do it. It mostly comes from China at the moment, and we were trying to replace that market and open a new sector, a new market for ourselves. So that has been hit. We were also wanting to do geysers, instant geysers, heating, water heaters there. So the whole plan is this thing, and we are very scared of making any further, we will go slow now with our capital investment and everything, because if the return on money, the cash flow is broken, everything, life seems to be disrupted at the moment for a small scale businessman.
So you see some other opportunities in case of extending your product lines. That could be one of the areas where you could venture.
That was a product line. A product line we were already working on, and we were hopeful that we would have them in place. But this is going to, I think, this entire pandemic is going to push us off the track that we were. I hope we can get back on our feet quickly and things in the country improve and we get the support that we require.
I think it was a great insight in your business, sir, and it was interesting to hear that how you have been facing challenges and preparing to face them. While just going off, so finally, with your kind of experience, what do you suggest? What is your advice to your peer entrepreneurs, sir?
Be prepared for the worst and be optimist. We people in India, we bounce back very quickly, and I hope we can. So, these could be, some say these times could be opportunities, and I hope it works out like that. But Rachna ji, through NSE, I think you should try and send a advisory to the government or a message to the government saying that industries like small scale are very badly hit, and Gadkari ji is a very forward-looking minister. He's always had a very good foresight, and whatever he wants to do, he can get done in the government. you should try and request him so that, we get the required support.
Yes, so we've already done that. We have sent the recommendations. We took inputs from the entrepreneurs and the NSE listed companies, and we have forwarded all the recommendations. And we committed, sir, to facilitate in whatever manner it is.
Yes, I
We are hopeful that everything will come into the backtrack, maybe with some new normals. With this, I say thank you very much, Yogeshji, for being with us and sharing your experiences. Thank you very much.
Thank
Sir.
you for having me on this platform. All the best to you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Sami. Thank you.